we are, talking sports on Monday. And if you've been scanning the Twitter sphere, whatever that is, then you're quite aware of the fact that over at Pan Am today it's been a Black Monday.
Yeah, both basketball coaches have been contracts not renewed.
Contracts not renewed and or fired.
Yeah.
And that's a wild thing. You know, I guess I don't not expect it in a way, but I think to myself, man, I mean, you're just going into a new conference. You know, these guys have been with the programs for a while, Denny Downing and Ryan Marks. Boy, that's an interesting move. It's kind of a gamble, I guess.
It is, especially with the new conference like we were talking about earlier. It's just going to be new for everybody, you know, and the recruiting class is not going to be that good. I mean, let's face it, it's not going to be good.
Right, unless they have somebody that can come in tomorrow.
Exactly.
People are going to look at Pan Am on the map and say, well, they ain't got a coach. I don't want to go there. Who is going to come talk to me? You know?
Yeah, who's going to have that living room visit?
So if Pan Am moves quickly to fill the vacancies, the better, because that way you can get out on the recruiting trail and you can make some connections and reestablish the fact that yes, we're cool. Because right now, when University fired both coaches, that doesn't send a good message to recruits.
Not at all, not at all. And you know what? Pan Am is becoming cool. You know, UTPA is becoming cool. They're in a major conference now. They're moving up.
Got the automatic bid.
Exactly.
You know, you think about it, Pete, and Ryan Marks came in. Been there 4 years. They won 6 games in 6 games, but 11 last year, 16 this year, 16 and 16. When a coach wins more games than he did the past season, then what else is it that he needs to do? Get in a tournament or win the conference tournament? I think it was disappointing they lost in the first round of the conference tournament. They should have won the game. I can say that for sure. Yeah. But is that any reason to make a decision on the future of the program? And I don't say it is or isn't.
It's definitely an open-ended question. You know, it leaves you to speculate like what could have happened. It's a what if, you know. But the fact is, they're both done, and it's just, I guess it's just time to move forward.
Denny Downing, yeah, he did a good job with the girls. 12 and 16 this year. I felt like both programs were on the way up. Here's the only thing though. Okay, so you don't have a coach, and you went 500, and the best 4 seniors are graduating. Right now, it's a very much a transition time in Pan Am basketball. I would have thought they would have given Ryan a chance to go into the tournament, go into the conference next year, and then see, you know, whether that ascendancy was going to continue. But it doesn't work that way in the big time, man. Hey, D1 coaches know that you can be gone at any minute. Yeah, that's the way it is.
Everybody could be gone at any minute.
I'm telling you, man. A meteor could hit Russia again, and we could all be killed. You know?
That's a totally different story.
Well, bottom line is, I wish that university well, and you know, it's the place where I work, by the way. And I hope we get 2 good people in there that take our kids to the next level. Bottom line.
Yeah, because that would be awesome to see Pan Am playing on Friday.
Just like Liberty.
It'd be nice if
Liberty's in Pan Am.
If we were going to see Pan Am on Friday morning, you know, cut off work in the morning.
One of these days it'll happen. Before you and I are in the same rest home doing the show together, I think it'll happen. So, that's a somber way to start the afternoon, but and the interesting thing is, Pete, just for a second, you know, it came to us like out of the ether in seconds. The phones were ringing, people were talking. I mean, just something happens and the mushroom cloud goes up. 2 coaches fired in one day at Pan Am. That's wild.
Yeah.
Black Monday.
I don't know. Yeah. There you go. It's just like the NFL, I guess. Everybody's making moves, stuff like that.
I guess I've grown used to those gentlemen, and I appreciate the work that they did. And yet I wish, you know, everyone the best moving forward. That's all you can say.
That's all you can say, yeah. Yeah, well, speaking of soccer, Economides, I don't know.
This is a big week, man. Tomorrow is going to be the biggest game of the year in town.
They need to win.
Edinburgh goes to Economides, and both teams really essentially don't want to lose that game. And here's why EHS doesn't want to lose. They're a little bit like 3 points up in the standings. The fact is they have 1 fewer game, right? So the other teams have 3 games to win points. EHS got 2 games. This one against the Jags, and then against Lincoln, who is the district champion already. That's an uphill climb, but Econ has an uphill struggle as well.
Yeah, and
so who do they play? They got tough games after Bobcats, right?
They've got Donna.
Yeah, and Palmview.
Yeah, and both Edinburgh and Donna are the last 2 teams in with 25 each.
There's 5 teams within 4 points of one another behind Lincoln. Lincoln is the champ. Bottom line is Tuesday is, you cannot lose Tuesday if you're Jags or Bobcats. Now, the game itself should be fascinating. The first time they played, EHS won 1-0 penalty kicks. I feel like that team is a tiny bit stronger than the Jags, but playing on the east side Tuesday, man, look, it's going to be loud. The Poros are going to be going nuts. It's going to be an amazing atmosphere. I wouldn't be surprised if Economides beat it.
I wouldn't be surprised either. I mean,
got to win at home.
Yeah, I mean, they're protecting their home field advantage. I mean, like you said, there are 4 points between 4 teams.
It's amazing.
It's right there.
Both of them could be out.
Yeah.
I mean, depending on whoever wins this game, if Lincoln loses to EHS and Economides loses down to Palmview,
Yeah, there might not be an Edinburgh.
Because Palm View's coming up the rear.
Yeah.
It's an amazing district. Best district, I'm saying it again, best soccer district in the Valley. I don't care what anyone says, and you can argue all day.
State champion.
Yeah, other than that, you're not that good, man. Although Sharyland, interestingly enough, they hit that skid. Who was it that beat them? Donna beat them? So I was like, whoa, really? Donna must be tough, man.
They're all tough. I mean, you can see it. You see it in the stand. Well, like, obviously, you got the Whitest Lincoln, who's just.
Man, they did it. They did it.
Yeah. They're amazing.
You know, the thing is, those teams, the first place team is better than the rest, but there's like 6 teams that are solid soccer teams, man. I mean, I even feel like North on a given night can give you a hard time. I mean, they've scored some upsets, so I mean, great district. Yeah. What about the girls now? Girls 30.
Girls, Sharyland, running away with it.
59-4 or some crazy number. I mean, the number of goals is like, oh my God, you gotta be kidding. Chloe, what's Chloe's name? That's fine. It's Flores. Chloe Flores. 11 goals or 12 goals. She's chasing Diana Covarrubias for Economides. She must be able to really score.
I mean, it shows it there. The numbers don't lie, unfortunately. 59-4 is a crazy number.
And here's the amazing thing. They're running away with that district, right? Economides is hanging tough at second. So they got to beat the Bobcats, and then they got to beat either Palmview or Donna. They're going to make the playoffs. I feel like unless the world comes to an end, Economides is going to make it.
That's pretty much going to be the only Edinburgh school who stays in the girls. But yeah, and on the girls' side in 31.
Yeah. Best 3. Look at these numbers. This is great. I compiled it. Yeah. You ready? 36-6 in district. The 3 McAllen schools. 141 goals to 126. 3 in the top 6 in the Valley. What a great year for them.
Yeah, it really is.
Taylor Crow, 3 goals against San Benito, man. She tore them up.
It really is. McAllen looks like they're going to get the district title. They're in the driver's seat.
Yeah,
with 39 points, they win out. It's theirs.
Yeah, you know? 2 road games. Yeah, the boys and girls at Weslaco and at PSJ Memorial. So you got to figure they'll beat Weslaco. PSJ Memorial. I'm talking about the boys now. That's going to be interesting. So, but both teams are in good shape. McAllen boys can still win that district.
Yes, they can.
Because PSJ North is like Edinburgh High. They got 1 fewer game, and so that's a horrible thing. 9 teams in the district, so you can't all play each other on the same night. Somebody gets the off night. Y'all know how it works. You don't want that off night to be the last day of the season because you can't win points. Yeah. That's PSJ North.
That's unfortunate. Also, that also hinders you going into the playoffs. You know, people might say, well, you get the rest, but
no, you don't want rest. Yeah, you want your kids being disciplined and working out and playing the games, even if it's against a non-district, like what they used to call a warm-up game. Hey, I would get my kids together with Valley View or whoever and just go play and kick around. You know, because you don't want to get languid, especially since it's hot right now. Kids don't want to be outside playing. They're like, oh, you know, it's like 94 degrees outside today, man. Oh my God.
It's hot. I saw 101 was going to be the
after spring break. That's great. Thanks. After spring break. Although, you have to admit, spring break was good too, man.
Yeah,
the weather was nice.
Yeah, the weather was nice. It didn't rain. That was a whole different topic, but it usually rains during spring break.
Dust Bowl is coming again.
It is.
Hey, man, I saw some good softball games last week.
Nice. I saw a great baseball game.
Yeah.
Yeah. What softball games did you get?
Well, I saw North and Vela on Tuesday. First for North, who finished a great week by beating Sharyland on the road. Very legitimate performance by a would-be champion. The Vela team I liked a lot. Shayla Abbott, the freshman pitcher, man, she's stone-faced. She's like Tim Duncan, man. He don't mess around. I like her. She struck out a ton of kids. Audrey Aguirre, the catcher, I hadn't realized that she was a catcher now. She's a great athlete. Good kids, can hit. I mean, they got talent. They got a lot of talent. They're 3-3, I think, as it is right now, with a good overall record. That team's going to be great next year. I really feel like they have a chance to compete for the district title. And who's to say they won't be that good, in the second half of the season? I feel like they were. They were ahead of North. North had to come back and hit a couple of mammoth home runs to win that game late. Let me tell you, the home run that Claudia Lopez hit was phenomenal. 3-run shot. She's a freshman.
Nice.
Man. And then Faith hit one. The one I saw Sammy hit a couple of weeks ago was probably longer, but Faith was pretty close. As he crushed it over all the bleachers into the, it's like, golly, man. Yeah. So all 3 teams tied with 1 loss. North, EHS, Sharyland.
Sharyland, yeah. That's a tough district for softball.
I'll tell you who I like. The Sharyland catcher. She's a tall girl, and she got 3 hits. Roxy Chapa, I think is her name. I think she's a sophomore. She swung the bat against North like there was no tomorrow. Sharyland got 10 hits, 10 or 11 hits. They just didn't hit with runners in scoring position. North did a pretty good job on defense and didn't give any extra bases. See, Claudia Lopez, the home run kid, she also throws to the right base, hits the cutoff, and has a great arm in center field. I really like her a lot. So Sharyland, I was impressed with. Put it this way, they're not the world's fastest team, but they're very skilled and they swing the bats. I think they still have a chance to win the district.
Nice. I saw the Bears in Mackay. I can't get my hand on Mackay right now. They're a complete roller coaster. They played a tough one against the Bears, and then they go to San Benito and just roll.
Yeah, 14-0. I thought they scored 2 touchdowns. Fred Over must have thrown for one.
Yeah.
But he got 3 instant.
Yeah, yeah.
So Fred plays baseball too.
Yeah, he
huh?
does.
I like that kid.
He plays third base.
Freddie Over.
Yeah.
He's got a good arm.
Yeah.
I mean, why wouldn't he? Quarterback.
He can get it across the diamond. But the Bears,
He can run too.
yeah, the Bears are a different story. They're good. They grind it and they can find a hit when they need it, and with the runners in scoring position. So
You know, the Bears, like we said the other day, they're just a baseball program. And so all those kids kind of do those things. Do you expect it? They hit behind the runners. They play the game the right way. They never miss a sign. In other words, they're more disciplined, I think, than most of the other teams.
yeah. You know, that's funny you bring that up, discipline, because they are disciplined on the field, but their dugout was rowdy. their dugout was
so great.
rowdy, and it was the complete difference in that game. I think.
Yeah. Spirit can make a difference.
Because Mackay's dugout was kind of like they were just kind of going through the motion, and
Let me tell you this, Pete. Years ago, every team used to holler and cheer and chant and hoo-ha. Now you run into some teams that don't. I was at a game the other day. I can't remember which one it was, but it was super quiet, and even the kids were looking around like, let's yell a little bit. Woo, go! You know?
You hear the crickets?
Yeah. Good eyes.
So yeah, no, they were rowdy. They got into it, and the umpire had to tell them to be quiet.
You're kidding! Why would he do that? Wait, were they saying disparaging things? Your mother was a louse, you know? If they're just making noise, then let them make noise. It's kids playing a game. Give me a break. Huh?
So, I don't know.
Don't listen so much. Rabbit ears?
But they're doing good. I mean, I think they're in second district right now, just because they haven't played one extra game. And
Yeah, who's going to take that district? I don't know, man.
It's too early to determine that.
Don't count out Westlake.
Not at all.
Because they are a traditional program, and they haven't played that great this year yet, but I feel like they will.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely too early to determine who's going to win any of those.
Anything, because we're halfway home.
Yeah.
Not even. So here's the thing, when does North play Sharyland in baseball? Because, man, that's going to be a game. I'll put it this way. Edinburgh North is a big team that hits the ball. Fernie Contreras is throwing. He didn't throw that well against Vela, honestly. And he still struck out 7 or 8 and got a 12-2 win. His thing is, man, the dude is invincible. I mean, he's got a lot of energy, a lot of power. You know, he's a big kid. Him and Anzalua, when they pitch, the ball looks like golf balls in their hands. In the pictures, I'm like, God, these are big kids. You know, Vince Ortiz hit one. Almost hit one out the other day. They got a lot of good kids. Here's the guy I'm excited about for North. Sam Garza.
Yeah.
Do you remember his dad, Santana?
Yes.
That dude apparently was an amazing pitcher at Edinburgh High. This kid is huge, man. He's lethal of limb, and he just strokes the ball. That dude is hitting 385, man. North is tough. Now, will they have enough experience and patience to deal with Sharyland? Because talk about machines. Viva la máquina de béisbol, man. They just kind of come on you, you know?
Yeah, they do.
No matter how much coach complain, they got a great team, man. I love that guy, though. He's so perfect. He's like a major league manager. Well, we don't have that much this year.
Yeah.
98 wins.
He really is like, well, we're lacking here. But no, that is going to be a good game. I don't know.
He's a big boy.
Yeah, he is. I don't know, man. I would really. That's going to be a great game. That's all. That's all I've got right now.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It might be. It's certainly, the atmosphere will be incredible. Because
Yeah.
North is 6-0, and they play good baseball. Sound in the field. Matt Ramirez is a great center fielder. But this is Sharyland.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the team that went, whoop, you know. And, gosh, I don't know. I mean, they got D1 signee. You know, they got a lot of great talent. Here's what you do.
A legitimate D1 signing.
You just got to break it down play by play.
Yeah.
Because if you start thinking about Sharyland, you're going to get killed.
I
Because
don't-
they'll kill almost anything.
Yeah, no, I don't think that Norse would go in that like that.
No, they football players. They got cocky attitudes. They're
Yeah,
like, what?
yeah, they don't. This is just share that. Yeah, let's play them. You can beat them.
You always try to make sure that your kids want to play the good
Yeah.
teams. I know Damian Gonzalez, you know, I think he has done that.
Yeah.
I really feel like those guys are pretty ambitious. We'll see. Hey, man, look, it's only one game, but on the other hand, you don't want to get killed.
Yeah, no.
After going 6-0, and if you get killed by Sharyland, people say, well, you ain't that good. No matter whether that's true or not, that's what they'll say.
They will. That's what they say.
And the answer is, okay, well, you play Sharyland, whatever. You know what I mean? That's no fun in anything, man.
But they're just the good program. But North can go in there and North can win.
They can.
They just have to, like you
Remember
said,
this
play.
name.
Play.
Omar Lozano.
Yeah.
That guy, you know, there are more physically impressive guys than him, including Kanul, who's got a beautiful swing, huge kid, sophomore. This Lozano guy seems to make plays when they need him. So don't be surprised if he figures in the result. Here I'm making my prediction.
Yeah, sure.
The other baseball teams I saw, the Vela team is this. They're going to be good. They're just making too many silly mistakes. In other words, North kept hitting balls to the outfield, and those guys just were having trouble finding it. And part of it was the light at that time of day, but part of it was that, North hits the ball hard, it's windy, and they just didn't catch the ball. And if you don't catch the ball, not only do you give base runners, but you give extra outs. Then the next kid gets up, and it's in the gap, and it's a 2-run double. So, they're going to be good. I love Johnny Davila, shortstop.
Nice.
And Brendan Rivera, the basketball player, he's at third. Troy Trevino's a catcher. He's a pretty solid player. He got a base hit, drove in a run against North. I like that team. It's just going to take them time. It's like the Vela song for the year, man.
I mean, they're a new school. What do you expect? I mean, I don't think anybody really expected them to be great, seeing they're in their first year.
Right.
But they've produced.
The girls are produced like crazy. Getting the basketball and volleyball and softball. I'll tell you this. I was thinking about it the other day. They didn't expect to be great, but I think like some of the sports didn't really want to be this challenged. You know what I mean? In other words, 0-10 is tough. And the thing is, what you got to do is wash that away and move on. They're gonna be good. Wait till you see some of those kids.
Yeah.
Trevino's weighing 190 pounds. He looked big in the dugout the other day. He's moving the linebacker. Now I like that chance for improvement. But the thing is, when you're a new school, you're just not gonna do that great. And so hey, bottom line is the kids are having fun and competing. Baseball's 3 and 4. They're not out of the race by any stretch. That little left-handed pitcher Aaron Cortez. He throws a lot of strikes. He's got a good breaking ball. No, you keep an eye on that team because they're not going to lay down for anybody in the second half.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, and that's the way it was on Black Monday. All right, so softball's getting good. All teams 1 loss each.
Yeah, baseball and softball are definitely getting the season's finally picking up.
Headed for that halfway point.
Yeah.
So make sure when we come back next week,
we'll
soccer.
Definitely playoffs.
Have we gone through all our soccer? No, we have pretty much.
Yes. There's only 3 sports right now.
Really? Yeah, it is. What about the basketball thing? Yeah. April 6th, right?
Yes, it's at the State Farm.
And this is the latest incarnation of what used to be the senior showcase, right?
Sure. Yes.
Now the only thing different about this one, we got some kids here, is that they're letting underclassmen play. How do you feel about that, Owen? Interesting.
If they've earned it, yeah. If they're the playmaker that if they've succeeded, they've done everything. If the numbers show that they're doing it. Yeah, go ahead.
What you gain is the ability to play in a game like that with all the great stars and then go back to your junior or senior year and take that experience with you. What you lose is that sometimes you throw some of the light off of the seniors. Yeah. It's just old-fashioned. It used to be the senior showcase. And some of us older people have a hard time when you change something. Right? It's all right. Okay, but we got on the boys' side, Gabe Rivas from EHS and Brian Beltran from North. They again, 1 underclassman. Brian will be coming back. I thought Gabe was a great player. He's one of only 3 players in the Valley to be in the top 5 or 6 in rebounding and scoring.
There you go.
Great player, great player.
Papito's playing. Rudy and Alan. Rudy Campos and Alan Martinez from Monroe.
Now, and again, so they'll be back.
Yeah.
So it's an all-star game, a real all-star game, as opposed to a senior thank you for the memory showcase. Okay, well then, different philosophies there. I may have to go get into that. Because heretofore I was kind of hesitant because I thought it was just senior. They changed everything up. Eileen Martinez from EHS, Mitch, Larissa from Edinburgh North, and Aria from Baylor. So it's a pretty good representation for them.
It is. I've been going down the list. Edinburgh has a lot of kids in that.
It's been a good basketball period for the town. Moving on, I don't quite know how well all the teams are going to do. It's a season of transition coming up in there. What about in McAllen now? Rowe, we're going to go cycle back into basketball a little bit. Doesn't Rowe deserve to be pretty close to #1 going in?
I would say, I mean, give me the argument who otherwise.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Okay, Edinburgh North. I want them to play like a kickoff classic.
That'd be nice.
Wouldn't that be cool, man? Because they're both really good teams with a bunch of guys coming back, right?
Yeah. No, yeah. I mean, if Rowe's not hitting #1, I don't really know.
Because Porter loses a lot.
Yeah.
South got Nick back. So I mean, that's the thing. When the season ends, we spend like weeks going, okay, now what about next year? We reset it and we put it away, and then we come get it and we open it up.
Yeah, but it's like a fight though. Like you can't let you see what happened at the end of the year, and like that's what sometimes the judges look into and stuff like that.
Yeah,
you can't let that happen. You got to see what happened throughout the whole season,
right?
And what's going to happen.
Body of work.
Yeah, really. And so I think Rowe season, although they did lose to Porter, their season.
Did they win 30 or 29? I think they did win 30. Yeah, right? Nice. When you win 30 games, you're a great team. I don't care what anybody says. That's very good.
Only losing 1 guy. I mean,
yeah, that's going to be amazing. In fact, how could they not be #1? Yeah. But again, the tip-off classic will be held November something. We'll make it up and we'll get sponsors, and this could be a good thing.
Yeah, it'd be really good.
Oh, wait a minute. I actually like that idea. All right, anyway. Yeah, we'll have to work on that on the side. Anything else?
That's about it, really.
Track records, Leah Brown has the second fastest time in one of her hurdles races in the nation. Not the Valley, not the state, not the Southwest, of the nation. She's amazing.
Yeah, she's probably why she's going to D1 school. You know what I mean?
Speaking of D1 schools, we'll end this show the way we began it. Reminding everybody that both of the head basketball coaches at UT Pan American released from their contracts fired today. So contemplate that and make sure to read our papers and other media outlets to get as much as you can on that situation because it's interesting.
Yeah, it really is. Who's next? That's the question. Yeah, I mean, and you're behind the 8 ball already because the time's ticking.
Got to get people and you got to recruit. You got to keep on moving forward.
Yep.
Well, next week we'll come back and we'll have, I think, one game left in the soccer. I think things will be figured out. You got to go if you can. Go to see EHS, Equal Medias. To me, it's the marquee game of the week anywhere in the Valley.
There you go.
Greg Selber, Pete Pettis, Talking Sports, out of here.